Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kopano Ramashala, founder and managing director of Bakwena Telecommunications. And today we'll be wrapping up our 3-part episode on how to monetize your Wi-Fi hotspot with Powerlynx in Africa. In today's episode, we'll be wrapping it up with how to integrate a payment gateway, which means a means for you to get your subscribers or your potential customers to pay without using cash, or cash could be your options if you're selling physical vouchers. And number 2, how to make money off of your hotspot using advertising and setting up that campaign. So today we'll be diving in further into our step-by-step and wrapping up the series as a whole. But one thing you must know, I will be continuing these videos on how to set up Powerlynx with various types of equipment. So for those who've been asking via email or comment section, how to set up your TP-Link AP with Powerlynx, how to set up your Cuddy access point via Powerlynx, I will be doing more videos covering those specific hardware types and how you can basically integrate or connect them with your Powerlynx step by step. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. So we'll be going into Powerlynx. So you obviously log into your Powerlynx instance. This is the dashboard, and where we're going to start is config. Under config, you'll see finance, and then you'll have your payment gateways. And we'll just click that and stop it right there. So for someone who's just started Powerlynx, your payment gateways won't be enabled. So as you can see on the top, the first one is access code. So this is what you'll have to enable if you want to print out vouchers and sell them to your customers, so they can use the access code on the actual voucher itself to log in and use your services. So make sure to enable this. Now today I'll just be going over one of the payment gateways that we're using, and that is Netcash. And the reason for that is that it has one payment method called the One For You voucher, which is fully available in various places, and it's readily available in places like tuck shops, puzzle shops here in South Africa. So it's easy for one to actually get it. If I was in Kenya or in Mozambique or wherever else here in Africa, I'd probably use something like your Safaricom's M-Pesa or whatever is working good in your country. So when you set up Powerlynx and you use your country code, when you come to the payment gateways menu here under finance, it'll only show you the available payment gateways in your country. So DPO Pay, PayPal, PayFast, your Netcash, as well as MTN Pay are the only ones available here in South Africa. So today I'll be going over Netcash for the South Africans that would want to go into it. So just click this pencil icon here. And as you'll see, pretty simple. It'll say display name and the service key here. Mine is blurred because you can't see that service key. It's very private information. So yeah, that's where we're gonna stop right there. Now you're gonna need to obviously contact Netcash to open an account with them, so you are a recognized vendor with them, and then you'll be able to have your own merchant portal and so forth. So I've already logged into our merchant portal. Yeah, security is tight here. Now, once you've logged onto your merchant portal, once you've landed here, you're gonna go to account profile, and then on the left you'll click the menu button and you'll go to the net connector, and pay now. Now, if you're starting with Netcash and it's your first time, the service key active will be unchecked. So you're going to need to click that so it's checked, enter your email, and then it'll generate a service key for you once you've clicked saved at the bottom. So this is what you're first going to do, and then it'll generate that service key. It'll also send it to you via email to the email address that you've put in here. So this is where you're going to get the service key that you need to put into your Powerlynx setup. So you'll put in those details and check which payments you'd like to accept. Would you like to accept payment via credit cards, QR codes, bank EFTs, cash, instant EFTs, Payflex, which is paying little by little. And lastly, one for you voucher, which is what we want most of our customers to pay. The reason why we've checked the other ones is that we do use Netcash for various things in our ISP, not only the hotspot side of things, and we'd obviously like our customers to pay their services using any of these payment methods if they do want to use them. And then lastly, there's a payment notifications. Now you're going to need to go to Powerlynx document page where they'll have descriptions of this Netcash configurations. Now under docs.powerlynx.app, I'll also put the link in the description so you have it nearby. You're going to go to finance, and under finance you'll find Netcash. Now here's a list of the URLs to use with your Powerlynx: the accept URL, the decline URL. So basically, when a customer is logging on and they've put in a credit card number, for example, and the payment goes through and is successful, it'll redirect them to a page saying payment successful, and that's the URL you're going to use here. So you're going to copy this value here and go back to your Netcash and paste it. As I said, if you're new to this page, it'll have those boxes open for you to paste. Obviously, I've already set this up, hence you'll find these URLs. So the URL will be https:////semicolon// your instance ID. Mine is bakwena.telecoms.powerlynx.app, and the rest of the URL as found in the Powerlynx documentation under Netcash. So this https mypowerlynx.app. So your mypowerlynx is obviously your URL, which you'll find under your Powerlynx, or you've already set it up, you should know what it is. So you'll paste for your decline, notify, redirect, and click save. It'll send you a service key. It'll bring you back to this page. You copy it, and then you go back to Powerlynx, you paste it, and then you're going to click apply here. I'm not going to click apply because it's already been done. Now that is done, the next step is going to locations and activating which locations you'd like this payment gateway to work in. Maybe in one location you're fine with accepting cash and selling vouchers because maybe that's your primary location and you're operating there. You don't mind seeing customers and facing them and doing those transactions and selling them physical cash vouchers, paper vouchers I mean. And yeah, I like to save trees and just have things automated because you can't be at 1,000 places at once. Once you have a whole range of hotspots everywhere, you can't be everywhere accepting cash or trusting people in that sense to accept cash on your behalf because yeah, unfortunately, trust issues are trust issues. You can only trust someone so far. You need to draw the line. When it comes to money, people change. But yeah, anyway, we're going to use our Ben City location since it's what we've been using for these tutorials. And as you see, we already have enabled access code for those vouchers as well as Netcash. So I have enabled Netcash. I'm just going to click on that. It'll take me back to that config page just to confirm that everything is fine. So that is done, and yeah, that's it. Payment gateways are now ready to use. I'll obviously show you an example of using the payment gateway, but I just want to go into the next part of this video, which is setting up an advert. So on the left menu, you'll see we've got adverts. You're going to click campaigns, and you're going to go to the top right corner and click add. Campaign name will say Wakwina Fiber Promo, and then you activate it. What is your start date? What is the end date? So if you have a paying customer, for example, let's say a local shop or whoever that is promoting through your hotspots, you obviously are going to negotiate a deal with them. Say, for a month, I charge 2,500 for you to advertise on my hotspot. And you'll send those dates there. If it's longer, it's a longer campaign, then you can run the campaign for longer. I'll just say up to the 31st. And then under target groups, that's where you'll be setting up certain target groups under target groups here on the left under adverts. But we can skip that for now. Now locations, do you want it in Davidton or do you want it only for the Ben City guys? In this case, we'll just select the Ben City guys because maybe they're getting mahala Wi-Fi, and whoever is paying adverts is the one that's actually subsidizing the cost for the mahala Wi-Fi. And then the splash pages that you want this advert to be applied to, we have two. There's one that we used in our previous video, which is Bakwena Wonke test. So we'll apply it to that one. And then any specific plans. Now, since we have one plan, which is 1 hour for free, we'd want someone to at least pay for that mahala Wi-Fi for their 1 hour. So the advertising will be subsidizing basically for that one mahala free 1 hour in this case. If you have simply free packages on your hotspot, then you could have one plan and that will simply apply to it. If you want to put it to other plans, maybe your cheapest plan, you want to add more ads, then be my guest, you can do so. Now the advertising type, you can add a video or an image. In this case, I'll just use an example of a video, and then I want to click and drag it. So let me just minimize this. Let's get one of our videos here. Okay, there you go. Now we're just gonna wait for it to upload. So while we wait for it to upload, we'll just quickly fast forward it. So it's successfully uploaded, and then we'll simply say add. And then we'll say save. So the campaign is successfully saved, and I'll just go back to the list. We'll refresh there and you'll see it's there. Now we're going to go and connect to the Wi-Fi. So we can see 1, the payment plans, 2, we can check out when we connect for free if it's going to show us the ad. So we're going to put in a number that Powerlynx doesn't know. So it can take us through the menu, the actual captive portal we wanted to take. So we're going to say 065 065 5555. Hopefully that's not an actual number for someone. Then we'll click next. My email is no@no.com. my name on a POC. No. And I agree to the terms and conditions. Click finished. And it's showing me the available plans. Access code, I'll click that and use if I have the physical voucher. And any of the other plans if I want to buy. Just want to click on one so you can see what happens with the whole payment gateway thing. But the Hala free is there as well. I'm gonna click buy. And then it should take us to a landing page for our payment gateway. So it's still loading and loading and loading. Now we are on our landing page, and this is obviously the Netcash landing page. We've already set up, put a logo and everything on the Netcash side. We'll obviously do that with the Netcash team. They'll walk you through everything. Now, how we would want to pay, here are the payment options that you saw, the credit card, instant EFT, you can do Capitec Pay, bank EFT, scan to pay, and the famous one for you, voucher that you would like. But obviously we're not gonna select any of those, so we're gonna just say cancel payment, and we'd want to go back. So in order for us to now connect with the Hala, so you guys can see, I just needed to switch Wi-Fi's, go back to my Wi-Fi and come back to the Wonka free Wi-Fi. So that splash page can pop up again. Now we're gonna try and view the advert, and I'm gonna click Hala. And as you can see, it is loading the video for me to watch. Loading, loading, and loading. And there you go, it's playing the ad, and that duration for 5 seconds. And now I'm connected to Wi-Fi. Congratulations. So it's as simple as that. One, we've done the payment gateways, so simple. The lengthy process is actually setting everything up with the payment gateway provider, but it solely depends on which payment gateway provider you're using. And then number two, we did adverts and how to do them. If you're gonna want to do a campaign with, for example, an image file, you can click image. I just want to go back to list here, refresh. As you can see, there's the ad view counter. That's another thing that I wanted to show you, that one person has viewed the ad. So you can always submit these statistics to whoever is paying for the ads. And then, as I said, you can change the ad type to image, click and drag the image, and then the duration in seconds of how long that specific customer will be viewing this advert for. So that's it for this series and this video. Thank you very much for collaborating with Powerlynx with this series. It's a very great software to use to manage your hotspots. And I do implore you, Nyankela, please subscribe to the channel, help the channel out, help it grow, help us get up in this algorithm so other people like yourself can find these videos and also apply them. Many do email us and say that they are inspired and they are acting on the information that we're sharing here. So make sure to subscribe, share, like, and do the nice things for the channel so other people can obviously find this information. And most importantly, so you can continue to get the best content moving forward. For those who want to know how to set up their access points, I'll be doing follow-up videos for your Cuddy, for your TP-Links type of setups. as well as, what else? Maybe I'll do some Teletronica videos step by step as well, Cambium, etc, etc. But I will show you guys how to set up your access point individually if you don't have a MikroTik to work with it. Some access points, unfortunately, will require you to have a MikroTik for it to be your access concentrator. Thank you very much for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.